skateboard P. What's up, y'all? How you doing? Kevin Marcus Miller, the Marketing Clarity Doc. You know what time it is. Yes, baby. Kevin Marcus Miller Radio. Yeah. All right, y'all. Today is all virtual lesson 48. We're almost at 50. We've been doing this for almost 50 straight days. I'm staying committed to this. My goal is to get to 200. 200. So welcome. Hope you're having a great day, everybody. All virtual lesson 48. All right. Does this sound familiar? Well, as I grow my business, really, there's a lot of nuance and things that need to get done a certain way. And so I'm really going to have to be involved in the business as it continues to grow. Probably more so. Eventually, I'll want to exit, you know what I mean? But I got to oversee everything. Okay. Let's break this down for a second. Here's what's really going on, y'all. Every CEO has the same emotional battle in their head every day. And it is the reason why some companies go all the way, get that touchdown, and some companies stay on the sideline. What it really breaks down to, y'all, is the fact, this is a fact, that every CEO initially thinks, right? They think that their desire to feel important in their life is equated to how big their company is. Let me say that again. Every CEO has this flaw that we fight every single day. It's an internal battle that never goes away. Some people get better at it over time, but the battle is the fight between the CEO's desire to feel important in the world and using their company as a way to support that desire. I'm going a little deep on y'all today. So if you notice, the biggest companies in the world, their CEOs, although a lot of them, the billionaires, they do admit that they do work a lot of hours. Okay. What was required to get there was for them to actually be less involved in the other things they were more involved in the beginning. So remember, everybody loves that photo, right? Bill Gates, right, starting Microsoft in his garage, right? And you can see him on the computer. It's like him, right? So he was probably in charge of HR and hiring and all these things, right? But as the company grew, he got less involved in everything. And his role became making the big decisions. So he's no longer in charge of your customer support ticket, the HR, managing employees, right? All these things. But what's really happening, y'all, is that in our day and age, I'm super guilty of this too. We equate our value in the world to how well our company's doing. And then we make decisions based on that evaluation. So what we have to do is fight that inner battle emotionally as CEOs. And most of the time, it never goes away. So what I like to do is play this game where I reframe it. So what I try to do is reframe Kevin Miller as a complete separate entity, not related to All Approach. I just happen to work at All Approach. And that's how I choose to communicate, build my emotional bank account and those things, evaluate where I'm at in life with that lens. And that is a struggle every single day, because when things go right, you want to equate the success of the business to you. And when things go wrong, guess what? We're the first person to criticize ourselves. It's human nature. So you're never going to not do it. But once you're aware of it, you can then strategically align yourself with people who also have that same self-awareness and can help you look at things through a different lens whenever you're feeling overwhelmed or feeling like, my company should be a lot bigger. This isn't working. I'm getting in, right? All those CEO battles. So it's totally normal. In my own life, I'd say, I'd say probably about 70% of the time. Yeah. About 70% of the time, I equate my success and all approach as like the same. And then the other 30%, I'm able to separate the two, right? But for those of you who know me personally, they're very much so not the same thing, because I was successful in music way before I started being an entrepreneur full time with All Approach. So that also did help a lot. So then when I'm having that inner battle going on in my head as a CEO, I can go back in my Rolodex and remember, oh, I've already done talks before. Oh, I was already an entrepreneur. I just wasn't where I wanted to quite be yet. Right. But in terms of impact in the world, I already had impact in the world. Right. So it's easier for me to remind myself of what I've already accomplished and be grateful for those things, and then be very unrealistic, keyword, unrealistic in my goal setting. Because for me, setting realistic goals doesn't work for me anymore. It just doesn't work for me anymore. So much of my life is unrealistic now. Okay. It's unrealistic that you wake up from a coma. That's not supposed to happen. It's unrealistic that you decide to have urgency in your life and then just change everything and everyone around it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a realistic thing. So I've learned in my life, it's better to set unrealistic goals. So I have a lot of those. And instead of sharing those, I choose to have that internal battle with myself. And then sometimes I do share, sometimes I don't. There's no right or wrong way to do it. All right. Well, I hope this was helpful. Keep in mind that internal battle that you're feeling. It's totally normal as a CEO. We are not the success of our company. Okay. They're not the same thing. You're an entrepreneur and you're going to have a lot of endeavors in your career. All right. Talk to you soon. Later.